Hey all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome back to the channel for another video for Marvel Strike Force. Now, today we have another Wakandan themed video, and this one will specifically focus on M'Baku and both Shuri. The reason being that M'Baku actually got a buff today, which is really pretty great, because when I originally reviewed him, I think it was a high tier 3 character he came in at, so he was a little bit disappointing. He's received a pretty awesome buff, which in raids is going to make him really formidable. Now, on top of that, we actually now have Shuri available in game, and previously her kit was available on msf.gg and it looked really quite strong. Her kit is now available in game and there's been a fair bit added to it, and she looks absolutely insane if you pair her up with the Wakandan team. So what we're going to do in the video is have a quick look at both of the characters. Before we look at the updated kit, we'll actually look at their original kit just so we can see the changes as well. So we'll start off with the character that's had the least amount of changes, but they do look to be still pretty nice, and that would be M'Baku. So this is M'Baku's original kit here now, and I did review him. The way I've seen it with M'Baku is the Wakandans are characters that are set up to dominate in raids, but from what I could see, it looked like Captain America was going to be a far better protector in his place. But with the changes, I would say it switched back to M'Baku without a doubt. Now, the part of his kit that's changed will be the passive, so I'll quickly run over how it was before. So it's Ancestral Might. With this, on defense up, you heal for 15% of max health. If already at max health, you gain the 1 defense up. While in charge, you gain 100% block chance, and then you gain 10% block amount per charge. You could get up to 5 charges, so that means in total you could block up to 75% damage if you had 5 charges, but for every charge it would drop down to 10% there. And then to finish up here on block, you lost 1 charge. Now let's actually see the changes that are live in game now. So this is the passive as it is in game at the moment. I only have it at level 4, so I need to add it up for it all to make sense. So at the moment the top part's the same. So on defense up, you would heal, it would be for 15% of your max health. If you're already at max health, you gain plus 1 defense up. While charged, you gain 100% block chance, and this is where we see the change now, and 25% block amount. Now you can see at level 5, that would jump up to the 50% block amount. He has 25% as standard, so that means when he's charged, he gets that 75% block amount. He no longer needs to have multiple stacks of charge for that to work its way up. So it could be 1 charge or 5, and you'll be blocking 75% of the damage, which is really pretty amazing. On block, you still lose 1 charged. If we scroll down, and this is going to be awesome for raids. In raids on block, and you've got that 100% chance if you have a charge, you heal for 10% of your max health. Now, the way special is set up, it actually provides them with 2 charges, so that will give them 2 instances of 100% blocks. So you'll taunt up, the enemy's forced to attack you. When they attack you, in effect they'll be healing, this is if your special's maxed out, they'll be healing you for 20% of your max health when you're taunting up. Absolutely amazing. And also they'll be doing 75% less damage, so there's a chance that the enemy will be attacking you and you'll actually come out of it better off than you were in before you taunted up. It really is pretty amazing. Now also with this as well, in raids you gain a standard passive 25% block chance, so even if you don't have your charges, there's still a 1 in 4 chance that when he gets attacked that you actually block it, and then you heal for 10% of max health, and his health stats are really high as it is. So pretty awesome update. It's a very slight change, but in raids it without a doubt makes him viable, and he's a character to use over Captain America again. So for that reason I will look to redo his in-depth review. But that's M'Baku. So let's now have a look at the kit originally for Shuri. So this is Shuri's kit as it was on msf.gg prior to the changes. Now the big change we've had, or the only real change we've had to be honest, is in regards to the passive, but it's a pretty huge change we've seen. So this is Wakanda Forever, so this is how it was previously. On spawn you apply speed up to self and all Wakandan allies. On turn you heal the most injured ally for 10% of this character's max health. While in charge, you heal an additional most injured ally for 10% of this character's max health, and then you lose one charged. On defense up, you generate ability energy for yourself, and then in raids, self and all Wakandan allies gain 30% max health, and in raids, self and all Wakandan allies gain 10% armor. So let's actually check her out in game now. Now, just before we do actually go and have a look at the passive that's changed here, because this is the first time that Shuri is available officially, we'll quickly look at her abilities as well here, just to give some first impressions on them. So the basic, it's Vibranium Gauntlets, maxed out at level 7 with this one. You attack the primary target and all adjacent targets for 200% damage, and you apply heal block to the primary target for 2 turns. The 2 turns kicks in at level 7, so that's probably an important upgrade to go for there. You've then got the special, which is instant upgrade. According to msf.gg, this was 4 turns to charge and comes available on the first turn. It does make sense. With this, when it's maxed out, you apply defense up to self and all allies for 2 turns. So that's really nice considering it's got a 4 turn cooldown. You apply +1 charged up to a maximum of 5 that characters can get to self and all Wakandan allies. Again, this is at level 7. And then you generate ability energy for 2 random allies, and you generate ability energy for 1 random Wakandan ally. If you look at a level 7 upgrade, it's just generating the ability energy for 1 random Wakandan ally. So I don't think I would be upgrading that one at all. Awesome skill though, really nice skill. You then have Kimoyo Healing, if that's how you say it. So maxed out this one, you heal the most injured ally for 500 health and 15% of the character's max health. If that ally is Wakandan, you clear 1 negative effect, then you repeat the above 4 additional times, and that's at level 7 in order to get that. So the nice thing about this is if you have lots of different characters, the healths are all at different levels, you'll heal one, and then once that character's health is maybe higher than another one, you then move on to the next character and actually heal them. I'm hoping the animation is a pretty quick one, because otherwise watching it proc all those 5 times could get a bit tiresome after some time. But that's the basic, the special and the ultimate. So let's look at the passive, and this is the one that's changed. Now there is a whole lot in this, so bear with me as I do actually run through this. So we'll actually work our way down the levels here and it'll hopefully make more sense. Now, you got the initial level and the portion of that's still the same. So on turn you heal the most injured ally, maxed out. This would be for 10% of the character's max health. While in charged, heal an additional most injured ally for 10% of this character's max health and lose charged or lose 1 charged. And then on defense up, you generate ability energy for self. We jump to level 2, we start to see the max health portion. So this was previously 30%. At level 2 in raids, self and all Wakandan allies gain 20% max health. When we actually get to the level 5 upgrade, you'll see that adds an additional 20% again. So that's jumped from a 30% max health upgrade for Wakandan allies to 40%, which on the likes of M'Baku with his huge health pool and the fact he's healing for a set amount of his health, that's going to be absolutely insane there. You've then got the fact that also in raids, when self or all Wakandan or any Wakandan ally drops below 50% max health, you gain deflect, and as we go through the levels, the amount of deflect you get increases. Now the one thing I'm not sure about this, could be very strong, it could be absolutely insane depending on how it works. So it says when self or any Wakandan ally drops below 50% max health, you gain deflect. It's not clear if the deflect's going on Shuri. If it does, that's absolutely awesome, because it will then be easier to actually keep her up if she's got all those deflects. Or it's not clear if the deflect actually goes on the character that drops below 50% max health. If that's the case, it's going to be absolutely insane. I'm not quite sure on that, to be honest. I've looked at other characters like the shield security to try and figure out the wording, but it's really not clear how that'll work. But if you then look at the level 3 one, so on spawn you apply speed up to self, and this will be 2 random Wakandan allies, and you gain the additional 5% health we've already factored in. When you max this out, you will get the guaranteed chance for speed up on spawn, and this isn't limited to raids at all, so this isn't any mode you actually run her. We're up to level 4 now, and with this one, in raids, self and Wakandan allies gain 20% armour. Previously the armour was only 10%, so that's a 10% jump, and then you can see the deflect here jumps up to a whopping 3 deflect, which which is absolutely amazing, and again, it's all down to how it's going to work. It's going to be really nice either way. Finally, level 5 upgrade. On spawn, you can see you're playing the speed up to self and all Wakandan allies, and in raids, self and all Wakandan allies gain that 20% additional max health, pulling it up to 40%. So in total there, the changes we've seen from our previously, just to the new ones, just to clarify, because I know it's a lot of numbers we've run over here. The armour, all Wakandan allies gains jumped up by 10%, the max health is jumped up by 10%, and you've got that free deflect when either Shuri or potentially other characters drop below 50% health, that they'll gain that free deflect. So it'll really be interesting to see how that works out, but either way, she looks like she's going to be incredibly strong and worthy of the legendary title. And talking about legendary characters, actually, just to finish up, we know we're getting some buffs to the Avengers soon. I hope we really see some buffs to Iron Man, because without a doubt, he is a legendary character. He should be much stronger than he actually is, especially when you have the likes of Shuri here. It looks absolutely insane tying this team together. So awesome stuff. Once I have all the characters, of course, I'll look to do some videos to actually try them out. But the next video, keep an eye out for in the next day or so, will be some T-Rate Blitz with Okoye, who I've just unlocked. But thanks for tuning in for this. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Shuri's kit and also the changes to M'Baku. And yeah, once again, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you all again soon.